If you're serious about improving your Korean proficiency this year, here are 5 things you want to avoid. I'm Seungwan and you're watching Talk to Me in Korean. The first thing you want to avoid is putting too much trust in your motivation. This might sound like a discouraging statement for the new year, but I'm serious. I genuinely want to help you succeed with this video. I just want to be more realistic. Everyone starts a new year with lots of motivation and willpower. It's essential for learning Korean, of course, but don't assume your current motivation will last for months. You know how gyms are always packed in January, but start to empty out in just a couple of months, right? What really matters is not how motivated you feel at the start of the year, but how much motivation you can keep until the end. So while you're full of motivation now, make sure you use it wisely to create, solid, realistic plans and strategies to help you maintain it, even after a few months later, rather than just saying, okay, I'm that ready and jumping in and flooring it. One of the best ways to do that is gamifying your learning process. Gamification isn't just for online apps. You can also apply it offline by yourself. For example, set a year-long goal and break it into smaller milestones first, and then reward yourself when you hit each milestone throughout the year. Let's say your goal is to make, 10 Korean sentences every day for a year. If you stick to it for a month, treat yourself to something, you've been wanting. After another month, give yourself an even bigger reward. Set both your goals and all the rewards now while you're full of motivation. This way, you can stay consistent and motivated without giving up halfway through. Speaking of not giving up, did you know group running boosts motivation and helps you not give up easily compared to running solo? The shared energy makes workouts feel easier, helping you run longer and further. The same applies to learning Korean, and that's why we created an online community for Korean learners. It's included with our course subscription, which provides a systematic Korean learning curriculum. Visit talktomeinkorean.com and join us. Alright, so if you plan well and stay consistent with your studies, you're already halfway there. But some people reduce their progress without realizing it. Check if you're doing the same. It is scrolling through short-form content. I know short videos are fun and addictive. It might even sound hypocritical for me to say this because I also watch and create a lot of short form content to share with you. But here's the thing, don't watch them immediately after studying. Immediately after. I'm talking about YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikTok. After studying, you're like, okay, I'm done. And you pick up your phone and scroll through short form videos right away. Don't do that. Studies show that watching short videos can interfere with memory consolidation. For example, one study, Influence of Short Video Watching Behaviors on Visual Short-Term Memory, found that just 25 minutes of watching short videos can reduce accuracy, slow response time, and impair visual short-term memory by around 10%. You might have to fight against that inner voice saying, we've studied for an hour, which is a great job. Now it's time to rest by enjoying fun short videos. I know it's going to be hard, but try replacing that short form content with a short review session after studying. Your brain will notice a remarkable difference. Of course, if it's not right after studying, relaxing with content like this from time to time can help you refresh. But if you're doing the following, it's time for a change. And that is using just one social media account. Let me explain it. If you don't have a Korean-only profile on social media, you need to make one now. And you need to keep it dedicated to Korean content separate from your main account, which is probably filled with entertainment or content that isn't related to Korean learning. Plus, most of that content is likely in your native language, which makes it far more tempting to click because it's familiar, comfortable, and easy. Look at these pictures. Which one catches your eye first? Which one do you understand first? Which one do you want to click first? Naturally, you gravitate toward content in the language you're more fluent in rather than Korean. And that's completely normal. You can't resist it. So you need to block those distractions in the first place and keep them out of your sight. To do that, create a new account and consume Korean content for a while so the algorithm starts showing, only Korean content. This way, you'll be able to keep yourself surrounded by Korean content for way longer. As you scroll through Korean videos and posts, you'll likely come across plenty of useful content that could serve as study material. But here's another thing you need to be mindful of, and it's saving content to study later. Don't just save content to study later. Oh, this post looks very helpful. I'll check it out later. Save and swipe. Save and swipe. Save and swipe. It's fine to save content if you actually revisit it regularly, but let's be honest. Most of us forget about it and it just piles up somewhere. Instead, send it to your friends who are also learning Korean and talk about it together. Or send it to your email, notes app, reminder app, or any place you're certain to open, you're certain to revisit and check later. If you really want to use the save button because it's so convenient, set a specific day to check the saved content. For example, Monday to Saturday, you save content, and every Sunday, you go through this pile of saved content collected throughout the week. Alright, so far, this has been about making conscious decisions, but language learning should also be, naturally incorporated into your daily life. One way to do this is changing your phone language to Korean for immersion. It's a common method, but there's something to watch out for, and that is changing your entire phone language to Korean. Personally, my phone has been in English for years and I barely notice it anymore. But when I first switched it, from Korean to English, it was frustrating and inconvenient even though I was already pretty fluent in English. So if you're still a beginner, I don't recommend changing your entire phone's language right away. It might just discourage you. Instead, start small by switching just one app to Korean. Then gradually increase the number of apps you use in Korean as you become more comfortable. Not every app has a Korean option, so you'll need to check which apps on your phone can be switched first. This way, you can immerse yourself naturally without feeling overwhelmed. Alright, I hope this video helps you with your 2025 Korean learning journey. And if you're looking for expert guidance to navigate that journey and make it even shorter, visit talktomekorean.com. 새해 복 많이 받으세요.